Good evening. I just want to update you and apprise you of what I am and how I am at this point, in my life. And I just want to tell you that I'm okay and I'm very happy. I have a very long vacation. I have so many photos and videos to post yet, but as it is, because I'm already busy, so I can only post on my vacant time, and the time that I'm allowed to post, right? So, but as it is, I just want to tell you that I'm so happy. I never ever imagined that I would do that. So I have to thank some people who have made it possible, and of course those that made it, the resources that made it possible for me to support on this particular vacation, right? So it might be a surprise to you that I would do such vacation, because I'm always vocal on Facebook of what I do, where I am, and all that. But this particular one, I'm not so vocal, primarily because I have reservation insofar as if my visa would be approved, because of bank balances and all that, and all those constraints. And as well, I also have reservation whether my vacation would be approved as well, right? So but it's everything, the stars seems to be aligned for me, and as such, the vacation went through. And in fact, before my trip, there are lots of occasions, there are lots of to-dos, and I'm really so tired. To be honest, I was able to pack my things only on the day of the travel itself. So you can just imagine my rush, and the adrenaline rush that I have to, just so that I would complete it before I go to the airport, right? So and I still have to master the art of packing things well, and how to maximize the space in the luggage, but that would be reserved for another topic. So anyway, I just want to tell you that I'm so happy. Basically, I am. And it there's no space for me to describe how happy I am. And it's something that is beyond words. I never imagined that I would go to Europe. Honestly, it is not on my imagination, but it is in my dreams, and it is part of my aspiration. So now I realize that, oh, everything starts with a dream, and everything starts with charting your plan, and listing what you want in life. So I have to thank my friends who encouraged me to join despite all the constraints, despite all the catamaran and all that for me, on my side. And the rush, not finding the office for the visa and all that. And but I have to thank everyone who made it possible. So to be honest, I was granted only a 15-day visa, and that's why I maximized it. I arrived on October 12, and I maximized it really to the max, just so that I would take advantage of the fact that I was approved and be grateful of the 15-day visa, right? So and I'm also happy because it is a time for me to reflect on myself, to be alone, to be away from the prying, to be away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life, and to be, to take a comfort, and take a respite of the usual things that I do, and usual things that I worry. So I have to give credence also to my husband and to my family for giving me the support. My daughter helped me in packing things up and all that. So and of course those people who helped me along the way, like the one who helped me in Rome, in Milan, and in Switzerland. So um, so what are my takeaways on this particular trip? Number one is anything is possible. Anything is anything can be achieved. I don't have, to be honest, I didn't have utang, except for probably the use of my phone and all that. But um, I just spent whatever is in within my means. And of course there would be some opening of bungkogs and all that. And but as it is, it it enabled me to be happy, to be with my classmates in college. They are my friends since 1980s. And as of now, they are still my friends, and I'm very grateful to them for all the support and the love that they are giving me, despite me being possibly not equal with them, and very very, I'm very way below as compared to them. And also their particular standards, and their particular status of living is particularly different from mine. But as it is, they accepted me for who I am, what I am, and all the inequities that I have. So um I'm very grateful for that. I mean, it's something that I would take in my heart forever. And number one is, I'm very happy, and I'm saying thank you to all the people, and that everything is possible, right? Number one is anything is possible. Number two is, what I learned is, yeah, you should save. Really, really something that I have made a conviction for myself, that I wouldn't spend any more on this and that and that, and I would rather focus on what is important in my life. So that that would be a matter of conviction for me, and to this day I still follow that. And number three is that, never underestimate the help of people who you have been through the years, over the years. So I have to say thank you to my classmates in college, and I have to say also thank you to my kababayans who helped me after my cruise, and who helped me in Rome and Italy and Switzerland. So, number three is, um, you you started by dreaming. Whenever I see posts about, Milan, Italy, and all that, and I always say to myself, um, I pray that I would be able to come there. And sometimes it's also in a matter of, bearing it in your subconscious mind that someday I'll go to St. Peter, in Vatican, because it's also my dream of going there. It has also been my dream to see the House of Mary in Ephesus, and I'm so happy that I was able to see it. And it's also my dream to see Parthenon in Greece, particularly because of my love for mythology, philosophy, and all that. And so many, I'm not my appreciation for art, even if I'm not good in art, also helped, because as it is, I saw beautiful works of art. My appreciation for history, my appreciation for engineering, how they do buildings without those, without any support and all that, how they have pillars and all that, how they were able to maintain the architectural wonders of Rome and everything, and Greece, how they were, the genius and all that. I'm really very, I'm really an admirer of genius engineering. So, and ingenuine engineering with certain degree of ingenuity. Of course, I also rediscovered myself that, wow, I can I can do, DIY by myself as well, especially on the last part of the journey. And um and as well, I also have to give thanks to people who are there with me along the way. So anything is possible, you can do it, and you can start it by charting your dreams. And number four is that, busy as you are, like for example, I've been working since 40 years of my life, and then I think every one of us deserves a me time, and every one of us deserves a certain degree of, our own self, such that we're not saying that we are making pabaya of our responsibility, but it's really something that we owe it to ourselves as well, because it has always been that I put others welfare over mine. But then you realize later, what about myself, so that. And then, number five is travel even if you cannot afford it. Of course, in this particular trip, I didn't borrow, I don't have, utang and all that. But as it is, even if you can't afford it, I think. Why? Because, like for example, this time I traveled this time with a very weak tuhod, and that makes it very uncomfortable for me and for the others who are with me, because as it is, ang hirap lumakad and all that. So, sometimes I even is a burden, to the others, of which I don't like naman na maging burden sa kanila. But as it is, ganun talaga kasi, I'm disabled, no? So that's why I said, siguro nga travel while you can, even if you cannot afford it, because habang malakas ka pa at kaya mo pang magbiyahe. So, yun. And yes, there are beautiful places in the world, really. I just want to inspire you. I'm posting the photos and videos, not to brag, but basically to inspire you that anything is possible. And six is, I never thought that cruise would be a nice venue for vacation. But then this particular time that I went on a cruise, masaya pala. At saka, as it is, parang, pag kinumpute mo, parang, ano naman, reasonable yung rate considering that it's covered with free accommodation, free food and everything, entertainment along the way, nightly shows and all that, and nightly parties, and you know, yeah. And then seven is you have to travel light. You have to really learn to travel light. I've never mastered that. Even if I have I have gone to different places. I have actually went to a lot of places, but I have never mastered that, and it's always a challenge for me. And it's particularly right now because, like for example, when I went on a trip from Rome to Milan, I have to carry my luggage, and you know that luggage is very heavy, and you know it's very, you know, it depends kasi if you, kung kaya mo naman, but as it is, ako hindi ko talaga kaya. So I need to learn to travel light, to make laba along the way and all that. So yeah. Those are my thoughts. This is our really spontaneous. Number one is you can do it. You can, anyone can do it. Number two is you just have to save for it, and possibly kahit na manghiram ka muna kasi habang kaya mo pa at malakas ka pa. And number three is everyone deserves a me time. Everyone deserves sarili naman para naman sa iyo, kasi how can you love others if you are not whole yourself, right? So and number four is there is another form of happiness, and for me, kanya-kanyang bisyo. For me, it's travel, and travel really makes me happy. Just the mere seeing a different place for me is an adventure in itself, in a certain degree of happiness for me. And number five is you should believe in the goodness of humanity. Those people who have helped you along the way, you should always carry it in your heart to pray for them, and be grateful, even if you hardly, I'm really not an a spoken type in terms of how I value them much, no, but I hope that they know in their heart that I value them so much. And number six is do not underestimate the support of family and friends who want you to be happy as well, because as it is, kala mo lang walang nagmamahal sa'yo, pero actually marami naman, di ba? So yun. And then seven is you need to how to say, put food in your soul. So what they're saying is, it's not only the food in your body, but you need to nurture your soul by prayers, me time, being happy, and doing things that would make you happy and fulfilled, right? So yeah, this is really a spontaneous talk, my friends, and I want you to know that I'm very happy, and I do value the people who made my happiness possible, and even those people who made comments on Facebook and that. So, of course, another learning is that you should bring your medicines, and you should know to travel light, because as it is, on the second or third day, nilalagnat na ako. So, and number four pala is you must do a research. Gusto kong pumunta ng Athens, pero hindi naman ako nag-research kung ano yun, no? Na yung pala ay puro marble doon and all that, na bundok pala yung Acropolis, mga ganun. Wala ko talagang alam, as in wala. So, yeah. There are happiness beyond measure, and there is happiness beyond measure, and I want to thank people who made this possible. And I wish, of course, kota na ako sa bakasyon ko actually. So, hindi na ako pwedeng magsabi na, next time bakasyon ako uli. So, Yeah, and also preparation kasi hindi talaga ako masyadong prepared because a few days or even months before the event or the flight, I'm so busy. I mean, so very busy, deeply busy. Sabi ko nga sa'yo, nakapag-impake lang ako on the day itself. Can you just imagine? So, yeah. So, but of course, the bottom line is nothing is perfect naman in life. Nothing is really canned. And the bottom line is, you learn. Every journey is a learning. In this particular journey, I learned a lot. Even for myself. Even I realized may so many weaknesses. Sobrang dami kong weaknesses. Hindi ako si Darna or hindi ako si Superman na inaakala nyo. Dami-dami ko ring weaknesses. Lalo pa ngayon na masakit ang tuhod ko. So, yeah, if you will ask me, will you do it? I hope God will help me heal, and I pray that my tuhod will be healed at once, and He will give me strength to be able for me to plan my next trip. No? So yes, I will return. Actually, I left my some clothes in Rome, so I will return and be with me in my journey. Just want you to know, and I just want to relate to you how happy I am and how I appreciate everything that you are giving me so far as comments, support, and everything. No, so yun lang. On to the next journey, and I hope I could post my pictures because as it is, baka katulad lang to nung 60th birthday ko na hanggang ngayon wala pa ako napopost, no? But please bear with me if I post many pictures in the future because as it is, sayang naman yung kuha ko, hindi ko naman yun ipopost, di ba? It's not, as I said, it's not to brag, but to inspire you and to share with you the journey that I had during those particular time, no? To summarize, what the journey that I had is, we had 3 days in Greece, and to be able to see the Parthenon and all that, and then to be able to study the culture of Greece, and then we had I think 7 days in the cruise that brings us to Mediterranean seas, and as well to have a chance to visit Kusadasi in Turkey, which include Ephesus, and which have gave me an opportunity to see the House of Mary, the Basilica of Saint John, and the Ephesus ruins, and then we also have, and then Limassol, Cyprus, Santorini in Greece, Mykonos in Greece, and Rhodes in Greece. So basically, those are the trips that I have. And of course, after that, I decided to pursue another set of trip to Rome. I spent 2 days there, and then after that I went to Milan, and then but so Milan is a stepping stone for me because I was not able to stay there as well because I went to Switzerland, and then I went to Venice, so and then I even went to Qatar, no, so it's a very long journey. Kota-kota lang ako sa dami ng na-achieve ko considering na at the start of the year I never knew na makakarating talaga ako sa Europe. Europe is really my destination. It's always been in my dream to go to Prague, to Switzerland, to Salzburg, the Austria Sound of Music setting and all that, and the Sicily, the Verona, the location of Romeo and Juliet, Florence, Firenze, and Rome, no? So yun talaga yung mga pangarap ko, and luckily I was able to do it. So it's a save again for me, and I hope, of course, I'm praying for good health, and also I'm praying that everyone in the family will be okay. God bless everyone, and I just want to tell you that I'm so happy, and thank you very much. It was a journey worth taking, and actually it's not what I went to, what I went through, what I went to, where I went to. It's not that. It's the journey, the people along the way, the people who were with you along the way in times of trouble, in times of downs, and times of happiness as well. So I have to take all the people there. Of course, my roommates Chichi and Gladys, and my classmates in college who were very very supportive of me. With Rio, who really motivated me that I could do it, and to everyone there who helped, and of course the people in Rome, the people in Milan, and the people in Switzerland. So yeah. I'm so happy, and thank you, Lord, for all the blessings, and all glory is brought up to you by me, who really believed that anything is possible with faith in you, and with all the determination, and with all your will, and with all your support. I cannot do it without you. You know, really. Thank you, Lord. God bless everyone. Good evening.